Howdy World, it's the Choice Specs, coach of the Orlando Magikarps, bringing you our draft analysis for the NPA Season 3. I am joined by my assistant coach, Ailuruss, aka Red Panda, aka ACRP, or you can just call me in.
Yo.
Alright, we're going to be going over our draft analysis and the order we picked them, because for the few of you watching this, I'm pretty sure you're all like, why the hell did he make his Tier 1 selection first? And we'll go over that. Basically, me and Ian come from a VGC background. We're not that great at singles. We're mediocre at VGC. And we're just going to go over why we pick things and stuff. It's going to be completely unscripted, and so this will be a rambling video. And so, yeah, let's go right into our pick 1, which was Dragonite, which I was watching the live stream, and I could see everyone's reaction of pretty much everyone like, what the hell, is this thing even good, so on and so forth, because everyone was drafting all the Tapus, all the Ultra Beasts, and the better Megas. And I had discussed Ian that we were trying to build a team around Dragonite, because we both like him. He is a great Pokemon. He excels in singles and in VGC, surprisingly, and he's just an overall good Pokemon, but I think everyone else was kind of shocked when we picked this.
He's a little overlooked.
But yeah, he can do multiple things. He can be a tank, he can be a super hard-hitting attacker, get Dragon Dance up. With that multi-scale ability, he pretty much is able to survive everything. I don't know if there's too much out there that can one-shot him through multi-scale, so it pretty much guarantees you can get a Dragon Dance up if you're running that set. You can be a physical attacker, a special attacker. There's many things we can do with this.
Yeah, you got E-Speed, Roost. He's so cute.
Yes, he is. Why else did we pick this, Ian?
Because he fucking works. Lance
Okay.
uses 3 Dragonites because they work.
Good. Yeah, that's I guess a good reason. Probably not a good reason for this league, but it works for me. Any other comment on Dragonite?
Not really.
Okay. Well, this will be Dragonite. It's gonna be nicknamed Elliot after Pete's dragon. It'll be shiny, so it'll be green, so he matches. And we'll go into our second pick, which is Scolipede. Scolipede is one of my favorite Pokemon overall, in general. Besides being, actually a good mon in battles, just probably in my top 6 favorite Pokemon currently, anyways. His shiny is my top favorite shiny of all time. But he is a great mon, but we also picked and drafted him before we realized we could not use Baton Pass. Because like I said, me and Ian come from VGC, so we did not know that Speed Boost Baton Pass was banned. I knew you couldn't Swords Dance and then get a Speed Boost and Baton Pass that, but I did not realize we could not Baton Pass Speed in general from an ability, which kind of screwed up our plans. We didn't even find this out until the draft was over.
Yeah, we found this out like 2 days ago.
Yeah. So I kind of drafted this with the idea of being able to set up and also Baton Pass out of there and get speed onto something that might not be so speedy.
Like a Dragonite, maybe?
Yeah, or anything else we picked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna have to look at it differently. So, he can still be a good mon. If I wanted to make him bulkier, I can run Iron Defense. Obviously, you got Swords Dance to beef his pretty okay attack right now.
We got Swords Dance, Sweeper. We can give him spikes, toxic spikes, whatnot.
Yeah, I was gonna say toxic spike setup. Spikes has pretty decent move pool, although you don't have too many attacks we run on him generally. Obviously, he hits those fairy types that are running around pretty hard.
All those Tapus.
Yeah, he hits all the Tapus. He can pretty much one-shot all the Tapus, especially after a Swords Dance, except for Finny, I think.
I think that's right.
Yeah, but he comes pretty close. It'll be a 2-shot, so depending on the right setup. And I'm not even sure who has Finny and if we fight them, but I'm pretty sure we fight someone with a Tapu, and I know we fight people with fairies, so we have this going for us. Any other comments on Scolipede?
Not really.
All right. His name is also Oli from the, I don't even know if it was Disney or Nick.
I don't know either.
One of those, when we were younger, the TV show Roly Poly Oli. And
When we were younger, but definitely too old for like preschool children shows.
yeah, but you had a sister that watched it. It's cool.
Kind of, but you know, whatever. It's my excuse for my ringtone being Wonder Pets.
All right, so we're going to the next pick. So, oh yeah, Scolipede was our first free pick as well. So we skipped the S tier. We skipped going to tier 2, and we just went straight for a free pick because I think Scolipede is a tier 1 as well. But I wanted him because I wanted Baton Pass, but oh well. So we went, pick 3, we grabbed Mega Slowbro. I think he's completely overlooked in the Megas. He was actually in the S3, so we actually got points back for our free draft just for picking him. And this thing is a beast. If you let this thing get set up and you don't have a good counter to it, there's literally nothing you can do to it. Yeah. You can Calm Mind up, especially if there's nothing, if you know you can't do anything to you, you can just sit there and Calm Mind up and then slack off, heal off all the damage. And then he's got a pretty good type coverage. He can hit Dragon super hard. He can hit even all of his plants threats. If you get enough Calm Minds in, if they swap in something, if you know you can take a hit or two, you can hit them with a Psy Shock or, Psychic. Yeah, or Ice Beam as well from coming from Dragons. What am I talking about? And obviously he gets that Stab Scald with a potential burn, which is super nice.
Can't get crit. So if you get set up and you don't have a way of two-shotting him, you're essentially screwed. If you can Whirlwind or Roar him out.
Yeah, thanks for giving my opponents tips there, Ian.
You're welcome. Also Toxic. That works too.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm pretty sure they know this.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, he's been good in practice matches. Toxic does shut me down. Certain mons obviously shut me down, but I wouldn't put him in tier 3, but I'm glad he was there because it allowed us to draft some more free mons with the extra 40 points. Definitely mattered for us. So I'm glad we got him. He's Hodor and Bran, his nicknames, because when he first comes out, he's Slowbro, and Bran's sitting on his back as Hodor. Any other comments on him? I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, and then he wargs into him when he megas.
Ah, right? I didn't even think of it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's that was our thought.
That was Ian's thought, but I agree with it. All right, so going into tier 4, we went with Mandibuzz. Do you remember why we went with Mandibuzz? I know it gives us a lot of good things, but I remember you specifically mentioned Mandibuzz as our 4th pick.
I have to think about it again. I know he can defog, which is nice. Whirlwind, which is nice for singles. He's got Foul Play to give him a strong attack. He's just a good wall in general.
Yep. He also, the Foul Play you mentioned. He can roost up. He's a tank, so yeah, he gets that roost back up. He can also run knockoff. Also hinder some of our opponents. Yeah, as far as move pool goes, that's pretty much it. He's going to be a wall for the most part. Handles Metagross pretty great. Mm-hmm. If we make it to playoffs and have to fight Elliot with his Mega Metagross, we'll also be able to probably handle that okay. But yeah.
We're fighting a regular Metagross in our first battle, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Well, if he brings him, yes.
Yeah.
And that is if we bring it.
Yeah.
Any other comments on Mandibuzz?
No, not really.
Yeah, me neither. If anyone's watching and wants to give us some nickname ideas, this one does not have a nickname yet. So, into round 5. We really, really, really wanted Arcanine, and it got sniped 2 picks before this. From Galactic Elliot. Yeah, we went to the next closest thing. Aerodactyl. So yeah, we got Aerodactyl. It's a super fast mon, hits pretty hard. Can run multiple sets. Also, our Stealth Rock setter. It can also stop other Stealth Rock setters with Taunt. It can stop other just setups in general. Can run different moves. You can also give it the what is it? Rocky, whatever. Head? Is it head?
The ability or Rocky Helmet the item?
No, the ability. Where he doesn't take recoil damage.
Yeah, although it's only good for double edge.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can give him a double edge. We can give him stone edge, earthquake. Yeah.
He's got some decent support moves in Tailwind, although I don't know how viable that is in singles compared to like VGC. But still got Tailwind.
And I didn't catch that fast enough. Thanks. Random ad.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, you don't see it, but it's on there. But anyways, hopefully that doesn't get caught by YouTube stuff. If so, I'll just put a little audio clip over that. Anyways, so yeah, that's Aerodactyl. Any other comments on him, Ian?
Not on him. Remember that video that our friend G took of me in Eckards a long time ago?
Yes, how does it have anything to do with this?
I'm just imagining you going over that little bit of audio the way I went over that one little bit of video.
Oh.
Just like random shots of animals. Close up of like the SpongeBob toy.
Yes. That could work. Although I feel like this song is way louder, so hopefully the audio's not messed up. Anyways, this thing's name's Petrie. Land Before Time, we're old. Let's go to the next one.
They still make those though, don't they?
So we got Snorlax. Ian, what do you have to say about Snorlax?
Snorlax fucking owns. We had 10 good reasons to pick this Pokemon.
What are those reasons, Ian?
Well, he can pull 10 Pokemon.
Okay.
I was gonna say like, oh, reason number 1, he can pull 1 Pokemon. Reason number 2, he can pull 2 Pokemon, but I don't want to spend like a minute and a half doing that.
Yes, for those who are unfamiliar, just YouTube Snorlax owns. Great video from our childhood.
Snorlax.
Oh, shit. So yeah, we grabbed some Snorlax. 1, because of he fucking owns, but 2, because he's a decent mon. If you can set him up good, or just have a good move pull on him, and can bring him in on the right switch-ins. He hits super hard. He can curse up, boost his attack in already massive defenses. He's not great, especially defensively, but you can get those curses up. He can sweep pretty well and take hits. You can run Recycle on him, especially with those new 50% berries. Yeah, he can fully heal at 50%, which is fantastic. And then with Gluttony, and then you run Recycle on him, and you can just continuously do that as long as you're able to take the hits.
Yeah.
He has good type coverage. He's a very a common thing to try to get him would probably be a burn, so you can run Facade on him and get a stab Facade off, boosted by the burn. You can run Earthquake, Gunk Shot, handle some of the fairies. There's a lot you can do with him, and I'm happy to be able to use him. Any other comments on Borlax?
Not that I can remember at the moment. I was gonna make another reference, but I got none.
The trees are huge. Alright. Round 7. We went with Gardevoir. I was surprised, honestly, that this was still available. I thought it was already taken, and luckily Ian pointed it out, because I was looking at some other mons, and Ian was like, what about Gardevoir? Gardevoir is a great mon, super great typing with the Psychic Fairy, and also great move pool. And then Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, the Fairy moves, Psychic moves. It hits hard. You can put a choice specs on it, make it even hit harder.
Scarf, and it can outspeed a lot of things and just KO them.
Yeah, so there's lots you can do with it. I think it's going to be a great addition to the team. Really looking forward to using it. This one's named Laura Jane, after Laura Jane Grace, one of my idols, one of my favorite band's lead singers. So yeah. Any other comments on Gardevoir?
Did you see that interview with Laura Jane on The Daily Show?
I did.
Like a week. Yeah. Good times.
This is such a good analysis.
I remember when we were going over this and like picking them, we spent so much time looking through what was available and like discussing them and all that, but you know I have no memory, so I don't remember. I don't remember what we were thinking when we picked stuff.
Yeah.
Gardevoir covers some weakness that we had up to this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, just because it countered, we have a very strong thunder weakness, so it doesn't actually, help us with the thunder weakness, but, and what else was it? I'm trying to think what else we picked it for.
Yeah, we picked it specifically for something, but I can't remember.
I think potentially, just to have a fairy typing is what we needed it for.
Oh, we picked it, I think, to switch in on potential dragon attacks for Dragonite. Maybe was our mindset. I think that was part of it.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was that we were looking at like what the first couple people we were going to fight, what they had picked up to this point, and I think we picked it to counter something on somebody's team or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that. So anyways, let's go on to round 8. We got Miss Magius. We were looking at another ghost before, weren't we? And it got sniped. And that's
yeah.
And then we got Miss. Who were we looking at?
I don't know, but Miss Magius is cooler.
We picked Miss Magius because Ian's actually run Miss Magius before, I believe, right?
Yeah, I've used her in singles like 2 or 3 generations ago, a long time ago.
Yeah, but it actually has some pretty decent special defense.
Got nasty plot.
Yeah, it's got nasty plot. It's fast and decent special attack to go with it. It's got decent move pool as well. Can also be our Will-O-Wisper, take care of some. Wait, it gets Will-O-Wisp, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
we
I
can
was
switch in
pretty sure.
on ground types because it's got Levitate.
Yeah, there's a lot of things we can do with this. I am not super familiar with it. I picked it because of Ian's recommendation, and I guess you're supposed to listen to your assistant coach, right?
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should listen to me. I picked her because she's cool. I like her design.
It's a great reason.
But yeah, also, I mean, she was kind of like a crappier Gengar, but with Gengar changes, this gen, she's not really, I think that improved her as far as ghosts go, if that makes sense.
Miss Magius is the new Gengar.
Yeah. She's a nasty plot Gengar.
Yep. So that's what we have. I don't have much to go off of because, like I said, I'm not familiar with her. I'm gonna be practicing with her in Showdown so I can learn more. But I think she'll just stat-wise and ability and move pool. I think she'll be a pretty decent addition to the team. And on to round 9, we have Sceptile. This was our pick for our massive electric weakness, as they pointed out in our draft. We can switch in on a lot of thunderbolts, thunders, and volt switches and things that are targeted at Mandibuzz and Aerodactyl and Slowbro, and take those pretty easy. He can obviously he's got Leaf Storm, the massive hitting stab Leaf Storm. Can have Giga Drain, heals him up. He can learn Focus Blast. There's a couple other decent moves, and we can run him Hidden Power Ice, take care of some of those flying and dragon threats out there.
Yeah, good for I forget, did our I think it's our first opponent, did he already have Rotom Wash at this point?
Yes, he has Rotom Wash.
Yeah, okay, I think that was part of the reason we picked Sceptile. It was like, okay, we need something that can just murder that Rotom Wash.
Yep. So I'm glad we have him on the team. We'll probably be running him in our first battle.
He's also one of the coolest starters, so he's got that going for him.
Yep, and I nicknamed him Briar because he's got those thorns on his arms, which are briars.
We should have named him Richard Briar. It's a famous person, right?
Yes, I think.
I don't know who it is or what he does, but I think that's a famous person.
Alright, maybe we'll rename him. Alright, into round 10. We got Magneton. I actually looked at God, what is it called? What's his evolution called? Magnezone?
Yeah.
I actually looked at Magnezone before, and Ian was like, why? This was like way earlier though, like when we were at pick 3 or pick 4. And I was like, I kind of want a steel typing, and I also want an electric typing. And then we slept on those. So now we got both at the end with Magneton. Also, it was I forgot to go over that Snorlax and Gardevoir were free picks with points, and Magneton was our last pick with points. And but yeah, he good typing, great typing, good abilities. We can
analytic. Magnet pull, I think, to trap steel types. Excellent bulk with an Eviolite. Still good power despite not being fully evolved.
Decent
a lot of the
move
Pokemon
pull.
that we have now cover his weaknesses, like Dragonite, Mandibuzz, Aerodactyl can all switch in on ground type, which is his main weakness. Dragonite can switch on his fire type weakness, so can Slowbro. Mismagius covers his fighting weakness, so does Gardevoir. So
Yep, we picked him up late in the game, but I think he was a good addition. Like Ian said, even despite not being evolved, I think he'll be able to handle his own as long as we give him the right support, which hopefully we can do. And yeah. Any other comments on Magneton?
I can't even remember what our last Pokemon was.
Good call. Okay, Magneton doesn't have a nickname. If you have an idea, give us something in below. And then round 11, which was the last pick, we got Pyroar.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We were missing a fire type pretty badly.
Yeah.
We wanted Arcanine, like I said, like round 4. We wanted Arcanine or round 5, but it was taken that same round 2 turns before we picked.
Yeah. We can't get a fire dog, so we'll get a fire cat.
And then I think somewhere around like round 8 or round 9, we looked at getting, not Infernape, that was already taken. The other fire monkey, what's its name?
Darmanitan.
Yeah, we looked at Darmanitan,
Yeah.
but that got
actually
picked
almost
as
got
well.
Darmanitan instead of Aerodactyl.
Yeah,
So
like
we
I said, it was,
decided to go with Aerodactyl and pick him up later if he was still available, and he wasn't.
yeah, but then I really wanted rocks to
Yeah.
break sashes and secure one-hit KOs on certain things. But yeah, we got Pyroar. We needed a fire type. He's got that typing isn't great. Normal fire. Sure, he can take fighting. He has to take fighting hits super effective now, but he can also switch in and take ghost hits and not get hit at all. So I'm kind of happy to use him. I'm not even remotely familiar with him, so gonna have to definitely use Showdown to practice with him. And look at
He's
his,
fairly fast and has a pretty good special attack. I think his move pool is kind of limited though.
Yeah, I remember looking at it and being like not super impressed, but we needed a fire type. It was our last pick. He was tier 5 and there wasn't much else in tier 5. What even is his ability?
I think he has that one ability where if you're fighting Pokemon of the same gender, your attack is increased or something like that. I think he has Unnerve or something. I don't remember.
Maybe we should run him as a her.
Yeah,
Since there's gonna be
definitely.
a lot of females
I
or
think-
males around.
I think every single time we run a Pyroar, we should name it after one of my cats and match the gender. Or gender.
So we can have a Mr. Pants and make a female.
Yeah. Yes. A female Mr. Pants. Yeah.
Hardcastle,
Hardcastle, definitely.
Quinn,
Schrodinger.
Schrodinger is a female.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can run males as well.
Gotcha.
Um,
Ian's a crazy cat lady, by the way.
I am a crazy cat lady. We could run a Pyroar in literally every single match we have and not run out of cat names.
But yeah, that was our last pick that summed up the draft. Do I get any more slides? I don't think so.
Oh, you got that one.
Your week 1 against Jodor, Commissioner of the NPA. It'll be a rematch with him. We fought him last year. Had a pretty fun battle. Had some bad decisions at the beginning, and then almost made up for it with some good predictions and setting up a substitute on a Ferrothorn predicting that. But then we kind of got screwed over when high jump kick missed, and I ended up killing myself, I believe, if I remember correctly. So hoping to change that this time around. And then week 2 is against Exception and Tampa Bay Luxrays, and that's all I've been prepping for, really, so I'll have to look back into 3 and so on. We have a bye week 4, so there won't be a match then. But me and Ian are going to hopefully be on Twitch doing some team building, team testing. So if you want to make some mixed OU or just bring full OU if you really want, I don't care. Be more of a challenge to test some of our teams. We're going to be streaming some test battles on there, and then yeah, we might be doing Showdown as well if you want to participate in on that. And yeah, we're going to try to make a comeback to Twitch and YouTube. We are new to YouTube. We've been on Twitch for a while. We just take a lot of breaks because life sucks sometimes.
Yeah, because we're old.
We're old. We live very far apart, and I have a child now, so life gets in the ways, and he has like 14 children, which
like
are all
16,
cats.
but close enough. You know, 16 cats, couple of jobs.
Yeah.
You know. Anyway.
So anyways, yep.
Anyway,
that's
life, Pokemon.
that's right. Hopefully we can say that and get a VGC win as well. One of these days. So yeah, that is that's our draft. I think that covers it. Ian, do you have any last comments?
Everyone listening, kids, fuck life, Pokemon.
Everyone listening, ignore that, and we'll see you next time.